More at midday. Trying to navigate today's unstable housing market alone can be a costly mistake if you don't know what you're doing. That's why each week our real estate expert Monte Mohr is joining us to answer your questions about buying or selling a home. He's joining me now with some more of the concerns you've written in about. Monte, welcome back to the show.
Great to be here.
Good to have you.
Here,
all right, let's get right to it. You have questions from viewers.
We do.
First one comes from Beth from Hermitage.
Yes.
And she writes in and says, we've been watching you on More at Midday for several months now and feel we can trust you. We are having a problem paying our mortgage payment every month and still don't understand the difference between a short sale and a foreclosure. Please explain.
Well, the first thing I think Beth needs to remember is that she's not the only one out there. When we go through a challenge, sometimes we feel like we're the Lone Ranger out there. There's 1 out of 7 people in our country are late on their mortgage payment.
Wow.
Are challenged right now. But it's really important to know the difference between the two, because what we don't want to do is be foreclosed on. A foreclosure, in other words, is when the bank has taken ownership of the property and all bets are off as far as you're concerned. The problem in that scenario, of course, is going to affect your credit for 10 to 12 years before you can buy another home. A short sale, on the other hand, is what we do there is convince the bank to accept less than what's owed on the property. I'm working a short sale right now, and the owners owe $185,000 on the home. They got transferred out of the area. They didn't have any other choice. They can't carry 2 households. We convinced the bank to accept $150,000, and we're closing into this month. Now, it does take a process. It does take time, so beware of that.
Right. Well, good information on knowing the differences between those. Now, she also writes in and asks, how do we know if we qualify and which is the best choice? We have to do something. What would you say?
That's a great question. And the bottom line is any sort of hardship that they're dealing with that keeps them from being able to continue to make the monthly payment pretty much qualifies you. I mean, it could be a sickness, it could be a loss of income, it could be a divorce, because what the bank's going to require them to do is create a hardship letter explaining exactly what's going on in their life. And probably 8 to 9 out of 10 times people do qualify if they fall in that category. So it's, and the number one thing to do is don't let your home be foreclosed on. So many people walk away from them. Work with a short sale. Banks do not want to own the house. They will work with you on a short sale 9 out of 10 times.
Right. Good information for Beth and all of us out there. Now, the next question is from Thomas and Candace from Murfreesboro. They write in and say, my mother saw your offer to sell our home for free if we buy another home through you. We think that's wonderful, but we want to buy first and then sell. Can we buy before selling with your program? And if so, how do we know you will continue to try to sell our home when there's nothing in it at that point for you, as you will already have been paid?
I appreciate that question, because that has been approached to me several times, actually. Here's the bottom line. First of all, I promised I'm going to be there every step of the way, but more importantly is for you to understand that I'm not just looking for this one transaction. What I want to do is earn the right to be my client's realtor for life. The only way that happens is if I stay in the deal and make sure that they get to the finish line as painlessly as possible, as quickly as possible. And that's what keeps me in the deal, is the hope to be your realtor for life.
That's right. Great tips there. Now, okay, our home of the week.
Oh, we have a really nice home of the week. Yes, it's an amazing home. This property shows like an absolute model. It's on Fremantle Court in Spring Hill in Williamson County. Absolute gorgeous home. It's only a couple years old. Granite countertops, hardwood floors, big great room. Just an absolutely stunning home. Big master suite. I mean, this home is one of the prettiest ones that I have listed right now, and it's priced $40,000 less than what the people paid for it a couple years ago because the man's been transferred. Okay, it's not a short sale. It's priced like one, but it's an awesome opportunity.
Great, awesome beautiful, and a good location. Spring Hill is really growing.
It really is.
Monte, good to have you here.
Thank you, Casey.
Thanks for being here. Now, if you need help buying or selling your home, call RE/MAX at 615-661-4400, or to reach Monte directly, you can call 615-614-3143. We also have a link to the website WeSellHomesForFree.com on the More at Midday section of WSMV.com.